Okay. So we have to make this guy the size of that ball. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's good enough there. We're always going to keep tweaking this anyway. So delete that placement ball. Delete. And let's see where the leg. This is the bottom of the leg. This is the top part of the leg. Yep, that looks good. Okay, so I did it the first time around. So let's start splitting these guys. Split hidden. So this guy is gonna be a negative boolean. We haven't inflated him yet. So we do an inflat of 3. Okay, he's ready to go. Let's look at the rest of our set here. Ooh, did we line this up? Yes, we did. Yep, okay. So split these two, split hidden, and this guy split hidden. So now in here, it'll be easy to tell this guy to be, because he's leveled with the planes here. We need him to be center. Look, while we look at our size palette here, bring him down to 0.06. There it is. So he's ready to be Boolean. So let's turn him into a Boolean. And we have our guy here. Let's duplicate him and turn him into his proper Booleans. Duplicate. So this guy split hidden. Inflate by 3. And our little knob by itself here. What's the size of the little neck on this guy? We gotta check the size. 0.08. It might be too thin. Is it 9 or 8? 9. Okay. He's gonna be alright. Let's make him, let's get him to 10, which would be the ideal size. And we can do it because we have enough room. So, oh. Actually, we gotta do that to this guy. Let's go ahead and delete this guy. Delete this guy. Gizmo center. Let's make him as thick as the edges here. There we go. And this guy, Gizmo center. Let's flatten him up a little bit. I don't feel like that. Thank you, Mr. Saving. There. So now he's ready to go. We already have a boolean of this guy, and now duplicate. And let's get that top little knob here. Delete hidden, and let's inflate these guys by 3. Inflat 3. So he's ready to boolean. This guy should be a boolean. And these guys don't need to be bullied or boolean. These guys are gonna go. The leg needs a boolean. So the leg needs to have his little head chopped off. Like that. So make that boolean mesh. Insert. Turn off the boolean. Get rid of your leg. Delete. So this one is gonna go with these guys. So let's go ahead and drag that up a little bit. Alright, and bring that down. Too much. March down. Dynamesh these guys. Let's get this nice and high. 12. That's good. Yep, that's a good number right there. That cleans up real nicely. Okay, then we also need to make that little hole on this guy, and we need to also do this guy. Boolean that, and that will finish the leg. Make Boolean mesh. Insert. That's the new one. This is the old one. Delete that. Okay, so that leg is ready to go. Let's do a save as here. Courtesy save, please. Thank you. Save. Yes. Lots of saving. Lots of saving in ZBrush. Okay, so now to the upper leg. Okay, so now this guy is gonna need. Are you up here? Yeah, this guy should be under the leg, the thigh here. There it is. Yep. Let's go ahead and make that Boolean. Wait, don't. Let's go ahead and add that other part. This guy. He's got to be under the leg. There you go. So now we have our little knob inside the leg too, with those done. So make Boolean mesh. Insert. That's the one we just made. Flip. See a little locking head there. Flip. And not only that, you see that little flip. Let me get rid of the old one here. Delete. And then this new one, flip. You turn on the knob, as you can see, it's totally inside our cavity here. Just enough clearance for our guy to rotate in there, no problem, because we did an inflat of 3. Let's flip this guy back over, flip. And he's ready to go except for the little locking knob that was missing. This guy needs his little knob. So let's go ahead and do that. Make Boolean mesh. Insert. That's the one we just made. That's the old one. Delete that. And we have that goes in there. And we have the bottom of our leg. Where's the bottom of our leg? Let's, oh, here it is. And that's ready to go. So that leg's ready to go. Alright, so that leg is ready to go except for the lock on it. And so let's put a lock on it. So once again, we take the leg, flip, and let's hide everything else. We're gonna select the insert brush here, cube, and let's put a cube in there. Control Shift click, split hidden. And there's that leg, and so we're gonna turn this little cube into a negative Boolean. Boolean is on there. He starts cutting, and now let's move him in here. I'm getting ahead of myself here. What I need to do, sorry about that. What I need to do is make a duplicate of the leg here. So now we have 2. Okay, and in this one, I'm gonna chop off a couple of things before I take this guy out here. Okay, let me put this. Oh, make sure you move the cube. I'm gonna need this back part here. So expand this way, expand this way, move it down. So what we want is half, again, half a sphere here. There. This sphere here, the little hole, we want to get half of it, like that. Okay. And let's bring this down a little bit, like that. All right. And now I'm gonna get the trim curve here and chop off. You gotta select the leg here. There you go. Chop this off on the leg here. There. That's the part that I need. Let me go ahead and, this is still a preview. I'm gonna go ahead and make this, make a boolean mesh. Insert. There's the part I just made, and here's the old part. Delete that. Now this new part, duplicate that. In this new one, we're gonna make it a boolean. Inflate. Oh, remember Dynamesh first. Lots of resolution, Dynamesh. Okay. Now inflate. There you go. And now this part is going to be taken away from this leg. Let's actually here, since this is actually a little room here, we're going to put a, well, what we have to do, actually delete this part, delete this boolean right now. Let's go back to the original here. And let's insert a little cube in here. And let's stretch it out. This will help guide our little locking part here into the leg. Give us extra material to glue on, kind of thing. So let's go ahead and do a Dynamesh this together. 1500 Dynamesh. Okay, now duplicate this. This is going to be a boolean again. Inflate. 3. Okay. And now we're going to remove that from the leg. And make a boolean mesh. Insert. There's the new part, and here's the old part. Delete that. And this goes on this. Clip. And that will hold that little wheel, which in turn is attached to our foot. And there's your leg done. Now let's get rid of a few things. Get rid of this boolean, delete. Get rid of this boolean, delete. Turn off boolean. Yeah, the ball needs to go, delete. This boolean. There you go. So now we've added articulation to the knee, the hip, the shoulder, and the elbow, with locking parts to lock our little biscuits into place and everything. Next we'll do the neck, and we'll wrap this up. Alright, continuing on here. Let's do excuse me, the neck. So for the head here, I've decided to have picked this look. This will give me some forward articulation on the head. Move to and you can even look up a little bit, and some definitely cover. Oh, make sure you have symmetry on. You can look down. and a twist. Mirror wall. So that head, there's the, okay, let's move this up to where that head is. Okay, so this guy would be a negative, yeah, and that's how the head would be. Okay, so then once again, we start with our, actually no, for the neck it's going to be a different joint. For the neck, we're going to be able to use the actual little sphere that we had here, right? Let's turn this volume off. I'm going to use that one. So let's duplicate that, and this one will be a negative, or this one's already a negative. So let's take that one, let's inflate that one by 3. Here we go. And this will cut from our guy here. Give us the rotation we need. Let me clean this head a little more. I'm gonna take off, chop off a little more of this jawline here. Down here, there you go, like that. Look too much. Let's polymesh this head. Polymesh. There you go. Right, and then this would go with the body. Let me move this body up there. Excuse me. Okay. Merge down. And then Dynamesh. Dynamesh this bad boy here. Let's get it. Make sure you get it nice and crisp at this point, because we don't want to lose any of these crisp edges we have on the boolean we're done. So we're at 1500 Dynamesh. Okay, perfect. 3 million. That's nice and clean. Okay, and that's the neck, and the head plops in there. Plop. That would allow us to turn the head I'm gonna merge the head down. Okay, take this ball, merge it down. Okay, now I'm gonna take off the gizmo, take off the ball, click on the ball, turn on the gizmo, center the gizmo, and now bring back the head. So now when I manipulate the gizmo, this is the actual rotation of the articulation in that little ball. So now I can tell how far I can go before my my next stops or runs into the next. See, that way I can go back that much, and I can go forward this much, and of course I can turn this way all I want. Let's separate those two. Split hidden. And so our head doesn't have the hole yet, so we need to put the hole, which is what we have in there. So we do this guy. Boolean. So let's go ahead and boolean the head. Insert. That's the one we just did. This is the old one. Let's do a save as. Let's do a 6. Version 6. Delete the old head. This flops into the new neck. Plop, like that. We can Symmetry. Don't smooth that. No, that's actually fine. That's fine. That edge is fine. So to lock this in place, this was a soft material. We just force it in there. But what we're gonna have to do is the same thing with it. We did with the leg and the arms. Cut this back part of the head. So duplicate, and let's see. Let's just chop that there. See what happens. See the spider webbing we get? That's why we can't always use the trim curve. Let me try it from the bottom. Sometimes that works. Nope. So we'll have to do it by inserting a primitive. Click split hidden. Now we take this guy center, make him a negative, put him down here. There we go. And so I need to chop off this much of the head. I'll do also center. I'm gonna do a little twist on this guy to get rid of those little points that were coming. There we go. That's a little better. Let me see if we can cover more. That's good. So make a Boolean mesh. Insert. That's the one we just made. That's the Boolean. Delete that and delete this all head. And then on this one, now we can do a trim curve here. This head. That. Don't crash. Don't crash. I should restart by now. This thing's getting way overloaded. Recuperate. Yeah, you're not gonna fucking make it, are you? Come on. Okay, there we go. Sometimes it makes a crash though. But anyways, it did it. Save as. Let's just courtesy save. Yes. And now we make a duplicate. And this is gonna be a Boolean. Inflate. 3. Oh, do a Dynamesh first. Okay, now do the inflate of 3. And we're gonna take that from our head here, just like that. Make a Boolean mesh. Insert. There's the one we just take off the Boolean. There's the one we just did. Take up the There's the one we just did. Now we have a little floating tab here. As you can see, that little bugger there. That happens sometimes. Very simple. Do outer groups. So make sure you have select rectangle and click on the main here. You see how it went away? Now delete hidden. And that's it. We got a clean mesh. And get rid of the boolean we used, and this is the locking pin now for the back of the head. We glue that on, and that will hold the head on the neck. And for that, all head, delete that. And so now that we have all that done, we can now, I believe, get rid of these guys. Let's see. We can get rid of, let's do a save as, just in case. 6, save, yes. And get rid of some things here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that pin. And now we can start mirroring. Mirroring well. Mirroring well. Mirroring well. Mirroring well. Mirroring well the lock. Mirroring well that. Mirroring well the other biscuit here. And so now we need to cut the body in half here and make it a shell so we can put the arms in there and lock them in place. So let's go ahead with that. Save as, 6, save, yes. I'm gonna restart the program and clean this out. We have way too much stuff going on here. Okay, let's also add a torso here, torso twist articulation to this girl. So torso. Let's make a duplicate. And on this guy here, we're going to take the top. So trim curve, let's slice it around here, somewhere under the rib cage, I'm thinking. When they get this big, when they get around 3 million, this is almost 4 million polygons. Not so much now. Takes a little longer to do those kind of cuts. The bottom here, let me, instead of doing the cut, I'm just going to use the rectangle here to select this out. Delete hidden, and then just do a Dynamesh on that. And it should work a little, yeah, a lot more efficient actually than doing the trim brush. Let's select insert brushes here, and we're going to insert a sphere. Actually, let's do an insert sphere. And now that sphere, let's move our center, bring it down here. Let's see the torso, not the torso, not the chest. Now we need to round off the waist. So again, this might warp your figure a little in some parts, but it's gonna make for a really nice articulation movement here. Just play a little like that. Okay, turn off transparency. And let's select move brush here. Lower the intensity. Now we're gonna move. Be careful not to touch anything down here. Remember, we have let's see, flip. Ooh, let's take. I mean, we're not gonna use the top of this bubble. Let's take this ball. Let's get it up a little higher. There. Let's mask off the top here and shrink off this area there. that's not it. Use the transpose line. There. Back to our torso here. Flip. Again, so remember you have that down there and you can't mess that up. Bring this out. And let's mask this off. Flip. Okay, so now we know those are not going to be touched. Flip. It's very important that we don't touch those. Smooth stronger. There we go. Move this out. Smooth, 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 smooth. Okay. All right. Now torso.